The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast, is brought to you by, well, of course, you. If you want to learn more about how you can support the show, go to patreon.com/thearena_podcast. Hey, all you patrons and all you listeners out there. This is the post show for episode 56 of The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-hosts, Burly of BurlyMenGaming on Twitch and Turn-Based Carl. Carl, how you doing, man?
Who are you talking to? This is Game Pass Carl over here.
Okay. Oh, so you changed it already, huh? So right as we switched into the post show, you actually went on Twitter and changed it. Oh, great.
Made a whole new account.
Awesome.
Brief moments.
Awesome. And Burly of BurlyMenGaming on Twitch. Burly, how you doing, man?
Doing good. The coffee's starting to kick in.
Oh, not the spiritual opium, huh? The coffee. Okay.
Well, actually, this is a spiritual opium coffee. Now at Tim Hortons.
All right.
Do you like Tim's?
I don't like their hot coffee. I know as a Canadian that's going to just get me assassinated. McDonald's has the better coffee. But my dad picked up my dad picked up their cold coffee. I like Tim Hortons like iced coffee. So I've just been muting my mic every so often and taking a sip of that.
Now,
I actually have some Tim Hortons like dark roast, ground coffee in my house right now.
Now, you mentioned McDonald's. Now, in Canada, Burly, if you go into a McDonald's, is the menu different from what it would be in the United States? I mean, I'm sure you've been in the United States a couple of times into a McDonald's or such, but is it different? Yeah. Because here in Japan, it's you have your Big Macs and your quarter pounders and stuff like that, but you also have other parts of the menu that are more catered to the Japanese market. But what about out there in Canada, man?
Oh yeah, they there's a difference, because I remember when I went to go to Cleveland, and we stopped at one because we were going to Grove City at first, so we stopped at one place that had a McDonald's there, and I just looked because they had the giant menus for it. I was like, oh my god, there's like 50 things here that Canada never has. I just can't remember them all.
Yeah.
They have out here in Japan.
Go ahead. What was that, Carl?
Really? Do they have onion rings at McDonald's in Canada?
No.
Okay. Because that was a weird one. Like I was in when I was in Ireland, I was looking for a coffee actually, because in Dublin I was like, where do I get a coffee? There's no coffee shops. So I went to McDonald's.
Really?
And
I would thought it'd just been Irish coffees everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, yes, there's that, I guess. But
sorry,
yeah, I didn't want alcohol in my coffee. So I went to McDonald's and I was like, they have onion rings? Like, McDonald's doesn't sell onion rings. What are you talking about? So I had to try that.
Yeah, like at the Starbucks and everything when it comes to coffee.
How were their onion rings?
Well, I don't remember. I'm sure they were fine.
Like in Japan, like the I don't know if you guys still have the green tea frappuccinos in the Starbucks in the US. They're called matcha cream frappuccinos here, because matcha is the green tea.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, so they're just named differently. So, but they don't have in Japan, like here in October now. I'm sure in the US Starbucks they had the pumpkin spice lattes, right?
Oh yeah,
those are pretty popular, right? Yeah. Whereas here in Japan, they don't have pumpkin spice. Yeah. So
everywhere you can get pumpkin spice Cheerios at Target.
People in Japan just they're not into the type of pumpkin that we are out in the States. Yeah. I mean, you can get the pumpkin pies in Costco and stuff like that, the cinnamon flavored pumpkin pie, but yeah, not too many people.
It's just a seasonal thing. Like people don't really love pumpkin stuff here either. It's just the season comes around and people just like it. It's a fun thing to have at a certain time of year.
Yeah, I guess. When I was a kid back in the US, Carl, it's like, yeah, pumpkin pie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream on it. I would eat it any time of the year. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's kind of
yeah. I mean, pumpkin pie. Yeah, that you can get all year. But like the pumpkin spiced, like everything, that's not all year.
Yeah. So okay, let's move away from spices and McDonald's and Starbucks and talk about HBO TV. So the first topic for the post show tonight. Did you guys see? Of course, the Last of Us is coming, of course, to HBO. And this last week, we got our first look at Joel and Ellie. Of course, Joel is going to be, the Mandalorian. Yeah, of course, Pedro Pascal. And it looks like they're walking. When you look at this photo, it looks like they're just in some field, and on top of the hill, there's like a crashed airplane that's probably been there for years. I don't know. So what did you guys think of this first look, this first shot of the show? I mean, the way they're dressed, I mean, obviously they look like Joel and Ellie from the game, but I don't know. What did you guys think? What do you think of this? What are your impressions of this?
Yeah, I was wondering, this isn't from the game, right? I don't remember.
No, it's from the actual show. Yeah.
No, I mean, but the imagery, right? There wasn't like a moment they saw a crashed plane or anything like that.
Not that I remember.
Yeah, which is funny because this exact like crashed plane look, this layout is in State of Decay 2. Actually, it's in State of Decay 1, I think, also. But
interesting.
I thought that was funny. I took a screenshot of it, but I just didn't get it up. I don't know. Not that everyone would see it, but there is that exact same thing in a field like that.
Yeah.
But it's funny. It's like when I first saw this, I'm like, oh, this looks like a video game, doesn't it? But like it's real people. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's real people.
Yeah.
It's hard to get that out of your head because the plane looks like someone painted that. It doesn't even look real.
Yeah. Yeah, you just and you see their backs. You see Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey's backsides here. You don't see their from the front view.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they look like the characters, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah. Burly, what do you think of the shot?
The shot looks good, and with you giving the plane there, maybe they're going to take this a different from the games, different story. Yeah. But you got Neil Druckmann writing in there, so that could be good or bad, depending how it goes.
You mean it could be good or great?
Yeah.
No comment, because I'll get killed for what I will say.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing, in this photo, it looks like they're doing some kind of supply run or something. And maybe there's supplies in this old plane or something. I don't know. Or parts or something. I have no idea. So, but anyway, it's exciting to see our first shot of them. And we're looking forward to the series when it comes out. So, okay. I've been to Universal Studios Japan, guys. I went a couple of years ago, but and also the Mario World, of course, opened up earlier. I mean, it was postponed because of COVID and all, but it's open. But now Nintendo has confirmed a Donkey Kong area for Super Nintendo World. And it's going to open in 2024. So I have a question for you guys. When is the Nintendo World opening in the U.S.? I think, Carl, in Florida, close to Disney World, it's supposed to be opening, right?
I didn't even know. They're making one?
They're making one. I know it's supposed to open in Florida, like maybe in Orlando, close to Disney World.
Huh.
And it's supposed to open 2022, 2023, I think. I'm not sure, but...
see if I'm still here in Florida. Trying to get out,
So this is from the Verge, Sam Byford over at the Verge. Nintendo has confirmed plans to expand Super Nintendo World, its recently opened theme park at Universal Studios Japan in Osaka, with a new Donkey Kong area. The news doesn't exactly come as a surprise. Construction already appears to have been underway for some time. Imagery released by Nintendo confirms that, as speculated, the Donkey Kong zone will indeed be accessed through a large round door that already exists in the park, which is currently almost entirely Mario themed. The zone will be a specific addition that increases Super Nintendo World's overall size by about 70%, according to Nintendo. Like I was saying, I've been to USJ, Universal Studios Japan, and when I went there, they were working on the Mario World, and it's like, it's a pretty big size area, just right on the left side of the park. Yeah, I mean, it looks fun. I haven't been to the Mario World yet, but I'm hoping to go there. But I want to ask you guys, if you were to go to the Mario World, what, like, besides Donkey Kong that has been announced now, what other, for example, attractions would you like to see come there? Burly, I'll start with you on this one. What would you like to see come out of the Mario World? New attractions. I mean, now there's Donkey Kong coming. What would you like to see after that?
Legend of Zelda themed area. I would love that.
Skyward Sword.
Oh yeah, Skyward Sword, best Zelda.
Yeah.
But the obvious one that they will eventually do, because it's just going to make them a shit ton of money, is Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
That thing just that series just prints money.
Yeah.
Especially with all the plushes and shit you can sell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would love a Pokemon area just to see what they would do.
Can you give me animatronic Pokemon all over the place?
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to see Carl, I know you don't like VR or anything like that, but or maybe an AR, an augmented reality type of Mario Kart, where you're actually in a cart.
Yeah, that stuff's great at like a theme park. Yeah. VR makes a lot of sense at a theme park.
Yeah, because in the Mario ride, I think it is in the Bowser or Koopa kind of ride, you actually do have to put on augmented reality glasses for that ride. So I would like to see something like you get into an actual cart and then you have to race, but in augmented reality or something like that. That'd
be really cool.
Yeah. Carl, anything else you would like to see come to Nintendo World?
A Metroid World?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Metroid would be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just very different from all the other ones. I mean, obviously, Zelda's fantasy, so that's different too. But there's a weird space, planet stuff. That's awesome. I want to see that.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, so Burly,
I looked it up. Universal Hollywood is where they're working on the one in America first. Okay. And then they're going to do it at Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort, but that park hasn't even been built yet. That's something that's an upcoming park.
Okay, so that's way off then.
Yeah.
So by 2077.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
Yeah. Okay.
I do I do need to get to the Harry Potter world and the Star Wars one. So.
Yeah. Harry Potter's fun. Yeah. But I don't like roller coasters or jet coasters. Yeah, I get sick if I get on them. And it's like when we went to the USJ, it's the Harry Potter ride. It's it's kind of like a jet coaster type of thing. You're dangling while you're sitting on this thing, and it's like thrusting you around in the air and stuff like that. And I don't like those type of things. But I'm saying this isn't like a jet coaster, is it? And the girl, she's like a high school girl working there. She's saying, no, not at all. You'll be fine. She was lying through her teeth, of course.
What do you mean by jet coaster?
She's like suffer.
Jet coaster is, yeah. Well, jet coaster, Carl, is what Japanese people refer to as roller coasters.
Oh, okay, okay.
They call them jet coasters. So.
I see. I
Okay,
like roller coasters, but yeah, like as I've gotten older, I realize like sometimes they do not agree with me, depending on the coaster.
Yeah, I just remember when I was really small, I screamed at the top of my lungs so hard that they had to stop the ride to get me off. I can't stand them. That's my only fear in life is being on a roller coaster, either that or falling to my death, so maybe in a past life, if reincarnation actually exists, I might have died in a past life by falling from a building or something like that. I don't know.
No skydiving for you.
No, thank you. With that, Burly, you and I, we've finished Kena, Bridge of Spirits. Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Amazing game. Yes. Visuals are amazing. The gameplay is amazing. So it looks like, of course, Kena, Bridge of Spirits is a timed exclusive on PlayStation. So now there's talk of an Xbox release possible. So Kena, Bridge of Spirits, Xbox release possible, only timed exclusive on PlayStation. This comes from Nicola Jean Capron over at Game Rant. So, yeah, since its launch as a timed PlayStation and Epic Games Store exclusive, fans of Kena, Bridge of Spirits have wondered if the game could be coming to other consoles in the future. According to a recent interview with Ember Lab, Ember Lab, of course, is the developer of Kena, Bridge of Spirits. The answer appears to be yes, meaning that Kena, Bridge of Spirits could be getting an Xbox release in the future. In an interview with Segment Next, Ember Lab confirmed that Kena, Bridge of Spirits is currently a timed PlayStation exclusive, which means that it can't be ported to another console until after a certain time period. When asked if an Xbox port might be planned in the future, Ember Lab neither confirmed nor denied the possibility. But I'm telling you right now, guys, this would be like Scarlet Nexus is right now on Game Pass. This would be huge. I think everybody would jump on this, and even this game might even be really good on Nintendo Switch too. I mean, if you're playing on a dock. I mean, if you're playing it just in handheld mode, I think you would lose some of that visual quality of the game. I mean, I don't know if you'd agree with me on that, Burly, but I think if you played it,
if you have this for Switch, if this came to Switch, this is a docked only game. It would lose way too much to do it in handheld.
Yeah,
docked only.
Unless it's the 4K Switch.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this is going to be coming to Game Pass. I would not be surprised if this is probably on Game Pass within the next by next year. I don't know. What do you guys think, Carl? I'll throw it to you. Game Pass, Carl. Is Kena coming to?
I mean, if Game Pass? Microsoft is wanting to play games and be fun like that. It makes a lot of sense then to be like, yeah, let's grab that PlayStation indie exclusive that everyone was talking about and throw it on Game Pass.
Yeah. I think it's coming. I think it's not if, I think it's when should be the when is it coming to Game Pass? I just think this is a perfect title for Game Pass. I think so. We'll see, but it's a great game. So, and Carl, if it comes to Game Pass, I know you'll be playing it. So,
yeah, no, definitely give it a try for sure.
Yeah. Okay, next up, PlayStation. They talk about we want to grow organically. We want to grow our game related, development companies and, from within and things like that. And, they're talking about, we don't want to do what Xbox is doing, is shoveling a bunch of money out and buying, these third party development, studios and all. Well, this week, of course, we get another acquisition for PlayStation. But, I mean, in this acquisition, it seemed more like it was a second-party studio, in a sense, because they've been working with PlayStation for years. But PlayStation officially acquired Blue Point Games. So the next game that they're going to be making it's an original game, so it's not going to be a remake of a particular game. Like they've remade Shadow of the Colossus, they remade Dark Souls, or I'm sorry, Demon Souls.
Demon.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you guys think of this acquisition? I think this was pretty much the closest thing to a no-brainer when it comes to a PlayStation acquisition. I mean, you know, it's like they talk about growing organically from within. I mean, this is probably as close as it gets to that. What do you think? Burly, what do you think of this one?
Yeah, it was a no-brainer. This has been like weeks we talked about this. There were the rumors they were going to buy them. It makes sense to buy them because they have done so many remasters for Sony. I think like one of the first ones they did was back on the PS3, the God of War collection.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that did 1 and 2.
They did that? I didn't realize.
And I'm like 95% sure on that one.
Yeah. This is unrelated, but I just want to throw this in real quick. Speaking of God of War, did you guys hear the news just the other day that they were talking about the voice actor for Kratos? You know, he was saying the reason God of War 2 has been delayed was because of him, because of the fact that he was going through multiple surgeries and stuff. And so Sony Santa Monica was, you know, really, really gracious in giving him the time to recover for that. I thought that was pretty cool. So.
Yeah. I'm sure that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, one of the reasons, obviously. But
it's a 0% chance that the game is ever coming out this year.
Yeah. So anyway, back to Blue Point. Carl, what do you think of this, man?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I was just thinking about the God of War thing. Yeah, they did do that, which is cool because that's where I actually played God of War 1 and 2. I never played them before that. I mean, this is the one that I really thought was happening. You know, they had that leak and then it didn't happen. So, you know, I thought there was a possibility that the deal maybe had fallen through for some reason. But no, I guess maybe they just hadn't finalized it.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah. I mean, you know, and great that they're going to make an original game because the remakes are cool. But yeah, I mean, you know, you need more than that from a studio for sure.
Yeah.
And I think they have a lot to prove because they have, you know, at this point only done remakes, right? I don't think maybe they ported stuff too, but like you know, there's a big difference between remaking a game and, you know, designing gameplay elements, right? Levels, creating characters, writing stories, you know. So you got to look at this as a studio that doesn't have any experience in anything other than like working with other games and improving visuals and you know, maybe tweaking gameplay elements, right? But design standpoint, I mean, you have no idea what to expect from them.
Yeah, we shall see what they have up their sleeve and what they're going to come out with in the future. So, and with that, another development studio was bought, but not by PlayStation, but by Netflix, of course. The makers of Oxenfree. So Night School Studio has been acquired by Netflix. Yeah. So I don't know, man. What do you guys think of this one? I'm wondering now whether or not any new games from this development studio will actually make it to console, or if they're all just going to be streamed on Netflix now. I don't know. What do you think of this story? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
I don't like that. This is like, what was it? Who was Amazon bought? Like, was Iron Galaxy? Is that the one, or was it one of the? I don't remember if it was that one.
I think it was Iron Galaxy they bought.
Yeah, you know, and then you never hear of them ever again because you know these companies aren't game companies, so you don't know if it's going to go well. If you're just going to, you know, even if they put something out, will it be successful enough for that company to survive? I mean, you know, this is an experiment by Netflix, and I would not want to be working for that company, you know, in this situation. If you're getting paid well, that's great. I mean, it might be fine. You can look at it as you still put that on your resume and get a job somewhere else if things go bad.
Yeah. I mean, the developers have said that, you know, they're going to continue working on Oxenfree 2 and that they're going to be, you know, cooking up and, you know, making new games. But they don't say anything about whether they'll be able to go to console or not. I'm just thinking Netflix will be like, nope, it's going to be exclusive to us now. So,
Netflix is going to exclusively make it to them, because if you make it to the other platforms, no one's going to care as much, right? Netflix is trying to get as many people just to straight go to them. And they know so many people account share, and they've been trying to combat that, and that's giving them a lot of flack. Yeah. So they're trying to they'll use this as like, hey, we've got some games that are coming here. We're not just here. You can binge all these movies and TV series. They're trying to expand, and it's like, I don't think this is the right market.
Yeah, I just, for me, me personally, of course, I subscribe to Netflix, but I don't think I'll ever play a game on it. It's just, I watch Netflix for movies or TV shows, and Netflix has come out and said that, they're not going to be changing their subscription, service. They're not going to be making upgrades or anything like, you have to upgrade to get the games. No, it's just going to be, a part of your regular package that you subscribe for on Netflix. But I just don't see myself actually playing a game on their service. Yeah. So that's just me. But I don't know. I don't know about you guys. I mean, would you be willing to start playing games on Netflix?
I mean, it's on mobile only, right? I'm not going to play that. Unless it's Shining Force.
Okay, so let me throw this at you. What if it wasn't just on mobile? What if it was also, you could play from your TV at home?
I mean, then I guess, I might try it if it's included in my Netflix subscription. Why not?
Okay, so you would try it then.
Yeah.
Burly?
I would try. I would try it, but I don't think these are going to be, oh my God, these are games I have to subscribe to Netflix. Yeah. Like, these are game changer games that I need. These are going to be, they're going to be simple little mobile, like early Flash games. Mm-hmm. They're going to be like, this is okay. I get this with my subscription. It's neat that I get this, but nothing that's going to be revolutionary or game changing.
So let me ask you this last question. Oxenfree 2 then, do you think Oxenfree 2 is like never going to come to console? Or do you think Netflix will say, yeah, okay, we'll let it come to console as well?
If they're smart, they will. And I assume that if that game is already in development, there's a possibility that that's already in the cards.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly what Carl said.
Yeah.
Because if it's already a certain amount of development in, they could have already talked with Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft, and already have little deals with them. So
like
it's
like with Deathloop. Yeah.
Yeah. So like Netflix could try and get out of that, but would not be a smart move for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it could be similar to like Deathloop. They already had some kind of agreement before they were bought. So, let's see. But then, everything else after that, though, probably, kind of like with like Starfield or something. It's like, no, it's only going to be exclusive to Netflix now. So, just imagine if Starfield was like only exclusive to Netflix. I mean,
Dude, right.
Oh God, yeah. How many people would actually start playing games on Netflix?
There'd be people.
I guess I would, because
you play Starfield on Netflix, and then of course there's like some TV series style that is made from the game that that circulates into the TV show or something. Yeah, kind of like a Bandersnatch type of situation or something. Yeah.
Or it could be like, to get further in the story, you must go watch episode 3, and in there's going to be a clue to help you get into this base.
That's going to be coming to Netflix. Not Starfield, of course. I'm just making Starfield as an example. But I mean, just imagine there's going to be games like that Netflix is going to come out with. They're going to be just video games, but then there's going to be that catch. Like, okay, you have to watch episode 2 or 3 of this to progress or something like that. Yeah, that's coming. Yeah.
It's be like Quantum Break.
Yeah, like Quantum Break. Yeah.
In between chapters, it'll shoot you over to the episode of the show.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, you saw how that worked, though, Carl. Yeah.
Ugh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Quantum Break was a great game, but I mean, I don't think that style really worked out too well. You haven't seen much of that since then. So.
No, it's very experimental, and the production of the show, what they did in that was also entertaining. It's just didn't make sense.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so with that, that's gonna.
There was one other acquisition. There was Fire Sprite, the one that Sony bought recently. They acquired, and this is, I guess, part of the deal, this company called Fabric Games.
Okay.
It's Fabrik.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And it says that brings their total count to 265 people at the studio.
Huh.
And in Fabric, I looked up, they have 3 games under their belt, and 2 of which are VR that they've worked on.
Okay.
Which is, as I've been saying with Fire Sprite, they're making a VR game, right? They're making a PSVR game.
Yeah. So there's your studio for PSVR 2 right there. Yeah.
Right. And there were 265 people. I mean, they're going to be probably doing a AAA PSVR 2 game there.
Yeah. Half-Life Alyx 2. Yeah.
Yeah, right. They got to make... I mean, if Half-Life Alyx doesn't come to PSVR 2, that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. That should, definitely.
And I think undoubtedly it will. Sony knows. Like, they're going to pay for that, for sure.
Yeah. We'll see. Okay, so with that, I think that's going to do it for the post show. So, of course, our post shows go up in early access for a day, and then it goes to the our YouTube channels at YouTube, Expat YouTube Gaming and the Arena Citadel. And then on Wednesdays, it goes to the free podcast feeds. So I hope you can listen to this episode of the post show. So I've been your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burly of BurlyMenGaming on Twitch, and Turn-Based Carl, soon to be Game Pass Carl.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, we hope to catch you in the next one, everybody. So take care. Peace out.